Alright, so I'm taking the E30 to the new shop. I figured best time to make a little tow video and kind of share my thoughts and experiences with these older Duramaxes. Maybe you're considering picking one up for yourself because they've come down in price quite a bit. And I think that I'm just going to do my best to share with you everything you may want to know. And this should give you kind of a baseline or expectation to go off of if you're considering buying one of these trucks. So we're gonna reset the trip here and we'll see what the odometer says afterwards. So this is right at fill up. Basically, we'll see how it all goes. I'm also gonna reset the miles per gallon. Maybe it'll give us a somewhat decent number, and I'll try and do the math myself here. I would love to be able to get this thing out of here and on the trailer within the next hour. I think that's a pretty ambitious goal given that I do not have a winch, this car does not run, and I am by myself. As you can see, I figure since we're headed over to the new shop, no sense in showing up with an empty car. So now it's full of a bunch of bullshit. All right, let's hit the road. All right, so as you can see, road is pretty bumpy, so this is a shit ride right now. And the weight on the axle, because they're two 3,000 pound axles, so 6,000 pound trailer, I've got it pretty set up. Not too much tongue weight, but you also don't want a bunch of weight in the rear yanking the trailer around. So it's actually pretty well balanced. Just this sucks. So 6-inch lift on a truck that you're frequently towing with, I could not recommend. So these trucks are pretty affordable at this point. This is the first generation Duramax, so this is the LB7. A lot of people will go for the LBZ, and rightfully so. These trucks have a lot of, I guess, teething issues, you could say, because this was the first big diesel offered by GM that wasn't the 6.5 Detroit. Definitely a few things to iron out if you buy one of these trucks, if it's not already done. Of course, injectors, transfer case, that literally just happened to me 2 weeks ago, so I had to do the case on that. And I mean, there's a slew of other little things, but generally speaking, oh, and water pump for sure, because that job is just terrible. Generally speaking, these are great trucks, and I think that they're actually kind of a good balance between comfortable and rigid at the same time, because they're not a half-ton truck. Half-ton truck is great, but I've had two prior to this, and the diesel is much more, once I've gone to diesel, I can't go back, because the half-ton trucks, if you're trying to get out of someone's way or your own way, or say somebody's merging on the freeway at 45 miles per hour, if you step on this truck, as soon as it builds boost, you can actually get out of the way. With the half-ton trucks, it's a little bit scary sometimes, and for that reason alone, I just favor the diesel. Or I guess diesel doesn't necessarily play into it 100%. You could get a bigger gas vehicle, but you got to think about gas mileage as well. So we're going up a small little grade now. I'm going to keep driving, and we're going to hit a pretty windy section. So after that, I'll probably pick up the camera when we get to the shop. We're going down a decent sized grade on our drive here. Pretty windy road. As I said, the truck does not have like a brake controller. The newer trucks do, so definitely consider buying one of those if you're going to tow with this quite frequently. It definitely is better peace of mind, so you kind of just have to drive accordingly. And at the moment, I don't have my brake controller set up in this truck. So it's a really scenic, cool drive though, and we're basically we have 20 more miles of this, and then we'll be at our destination. So. There you have it. E30 is unloaded and sitting in its spot. This is definitely up next on the chopping block for projects. This is quite ambitious and there's a lot that needs to be done, so it's kind of why I've taken it up to the new shop. Everything else that I have is running and driving at this point, so this we will get into hopefully very soon. As you can see, I need to do some renovations in here. Sneak peek of what all this is. All right, so 77 miles, 6.5 gallons of gas, or diesel, sorry, burned, and basically 12 mpg. So I will take that. I say that that's actually for towing up that steep grade and everything else, including all things considered, I'm actually pretty happy with 12. And yeah, truck stayed cool the whole time. Granted, it wasn't a hot day or anything, but pretty demanding drive from the truck, and it did all right.